Hello everyone, welcome back to TF2 ASMR. I'm Hyena ASMR, and today we are looking at Borneo, a payload map. Like most payload maps, I'm going to be talking a little quickly through this one, just because I'm on limited time to get everything sorted and going. I have limited time before the timer runs out, and I can cap the point to extend that time, but I will be looking at details rather quickly. We've got the blue sexy lady poster here, which I've noticed is in a different position. I always thought it was color shifted, but because after 13 years you get kind of used to seeing it. I just assumed it was the same lady in the same position, just with different like a colorizer filter on it for the boots and the bra and underwear, the lingerie and the boot, but odor be gone for Heavy's stinky feet. We've got a private door with a private light. We've got towels, a neat light switch that actually leads to the lights. That's really cool. I don't know why they need such thick wiring to run 2, 4, 6 fluorescent light bulbs, but or 12 fluorescent light bulbs because it's 6 light frames, 12 bulbs, because it's 2 bulbs each. Got a light switch that doesn't go anywhere, but I assume it's for these guys. Let's see. I like that the blue logo here has this neuron going on, this kind of Jimmy Neutron-esque, which I guess Jimmy Neutron came out in 2000s, so it was inspired by like retro stuff of the late 60s and 70s. So that's when this map takes place, right? 1968. Yep. Let's see, we got a lantern. Cool crate. I like that these are the crates that items come in. So I hope there's an unusual in here and we'll just never know. Notice, keep this area clear. Windows that don't actually work as windows on either side, but they are both there. That's interesting. I like that. I really thought this was going to be a blank wall, and these are going to be fake windows for employee morale or whatever. We've got radioactive material in this dynamite box, I'm assuming, or in this barrel of atomic waste. One of the two. Let's see. Exit sign there. Another exit sign. This is gate 1. Because I believe this is the first area. No, the bomb explodes at the end of this map, which means that it's, there's no sections to it like Dust Bowl. Because, some maps, it puts the cart like in a little container. I think Hoodoo does that. Let's see, we've got nice windows that actually function. Let us see out into the world. The little incandescent light bulb, it gets brighter as you walk away. That's really interesting. I've never noticed that before. They all do that. That's really cool. Do these lights do that? No, they're pretty much the same. Let's see. Big rock. I like the big rock, or sorry, I think this might be a boulder. The pioneers used to ride these babies for miles. Big, beautiful tree. Love this tree. It's an old friend. There's a few more of them in the distance here through this gate, or this fence. Cool ladder there that really builds like a neat world building, that this is like a... I like to think that the administrator and like Blue Tark and Gray Man and the red one. I can't remember. Redman. I believe they're all in here. Got this neat little pulley system for lifting things up into here because it's too tall to jump. Another lantern. I like lanterns a lot. I don't know. Can we get on the roof here? Let's try. Doesn't look like it. Neat roof though. Little hatch door thing with this ladder here. Some neat, I believe these are these lilac or are they kind of look like grapes, but that's not how grapes grow. These are, I think this is lilac or lavender. It could be lavender. Alright, we got 30 seconds to get to the cart. That's the outside of the point that we're pushing to. That's really cool. I love the architecture from like Source games like that. Even in like CS:GO, Counter-Strike Source, it has kind of that weird architecture on the outsides of buildings. It doesn't really work for real life buildings, but it still builds this neat sense of realism. More rocks and boulders. This big tree. We've got... I like the places where there's like a poster or a sign missing, like they took the sign down. As if it got irrelevant or something. This is Red's base or area. Usually Red will run here from their spawn. Sorry about that, I got interrupted. Red base is people run from Red spawn to here. Usually NGs build like a telly here. And like their dispenser here, and the sentry here, and then everyone else kind of lines up this general area. Snipers will stand back here because it gives a really good sight line down the whole thing, but pyros usually take like the flank over here because, you know, pyros have such a short range. They'll kind of gather this way. You've got soldiers tend to move. You know, with rocket jumping, they have a lot of verticality, so they tend to jump from like over here to here, off this wall, and back down. They tend to move quite a bit, which, if you're trying to hit them with a Crusader's crossbow, is I'm going to use the word fun, so that I don't start swearing too much. Yeah, let's see, neat ammo crate, some rockets, and heavies belt. Although it's got rusty nails sticking out of it, so that might be a... what's it called? That disease where you get rust in your blood, and you get lockjaw. Tetanus. That's a tetanus risk. We've got a well-worn or field-tested, or minimal wear or field-tested med kit here. Got a barrel and dynamite. No trespassing. Got logs here. Getting ready to be sawed up, like in Sawmill. Yeah, I wonder if this takes place in the same location as Sawmill, if we're still up in the... Earlier, I did Barn Blitz, and I noted that maybe Borneo and Mountain Lab are up here, but I wonder if Sawmill is up here too. I'm going to push the cart a little bit so we don't have as far to push it. And there's a little drop hole that you can go through. Let's see. We're gonna go. Oh, trespassers will be violated. That's fun. Let's see, Alliance towing. Yeah, this area is really neat. I like the detail, but there's a little flank route down through here. It's nice and covered so that you can cross this sight line. Although, now I see it, snipers can aim from up there if they really wanted to and hit people down here. Some barrels and some crates up there. A neat sideways ladder. Hose. Number 2, I think. I don't remember what I numbered them. It's the one that actually has a nozzle. We got a pickaxe and a shovel. We got resto and some boxes. We've got these guys. Red and tan. We've got this neat little wooden area. Corn. Clem's corn, only 5 cents. Public notice, Jenkins mine closed. I'm sure we'll see that asset again, so I'll see if I can't find one that I can read without worrying about the time. We've got that guy, the milk jug. Oops. More lanterns. Got some tin, metal sheet for a roof. There's a little area back there. I don't go back there very often, but I'm sure it's a good flank for when this area is being watched by sentries and stuff. Demos can probably really play the angles game up here. On the rare occasions that I do play demo, I like to ricochet my shots off of walls and things for trick shots. When it's a little too risky to go inside the area with your body. Let's see. So this is Red's area. During that last point, they spawn here, and they come out this way. Let's cut this area up here. With a milk jug, a crate, 0 days without incident. A lot of these are becoming like repeat assets. So forgive me if I'm not spending a lot of time on the ones we've seen already in the series. We got an alarm bell like in Meet the Spy. More biohazardous waste. I never noticed this has like a little lip here. I wonder if NG's ever build like a telly here. Because I don't think if you're coming from this angle, well, no, you would see it coming from this angle. Interesting. I'm not sure what the purpose of this is. Maybe just for hiding as a spy, I guess. Uncloak here and come out, slish, stab. You know. Interesting. Standing on these barrels, I'm pinched between the barrels and the skybox, or like the boundary, but not the whole. Oh, I guess maybe I'm pinched under this. That's interesting. Yeah, that'd be a really good place to get an angle if you just crouch jump onto the rail. Oop, and then you crouch jump onto here. Yeah, as a sniper I feel like that'd be really useful. Hit down there, hit up here. Let's see, we're gonna go down this way. Intercom. I like this creeping vine. Let's see, oh, there's a med kit and a pill bottle here. Yeah, and so this area down here feels like it's good for flank. I like the verticality of a lot of TF2 levels, that this area comes from this area, right? So you have multiple lanes of attack for getting up to this point here. Coming down this little gravel path gets you access here, so you know, with 12 players on each team, there's lots of space for all sorts of fun conflict to happen. Especially when NGs like to build on this little porch here and cover this gated area so that snipers and spam have a harder time hitting their buildings. Let's see. Shopping or shipping and receiving is this way. I guess this is shipping and receiving. We've got pipes and more fluorescent lights. Loading dock delivery hours 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. weekdays, closed on weekends. And I guess there was a caveat, but they smudged it out with some paint. Looks like more toxic waste barrels and some crates. ICC 14. High explosives, dangerous. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna push the bomb to the garage. And we're looking at some pipes here. Ooh, that's a neat hook. Like crane hook. I wonder what it's used for. I might do a second pass and see if I spot more details in different areas than where I started. Ooh, some good background details here as the cart pushes us. We've got some neat houses. That kind of looks like a house from Left 4 Dead. You know, being like Louisiana themed. And a lot of Left 4 Dead 2. Neat little house up there, like a ranger's hut. And some extensions of this garage space. Alright, let's see here. Neat barrels. I like that this space is nice and open. Also has a lot of verticality to it. Verticality? Cality? I'm having a weird time saying that word. Battlements are up there. Let's see. Cap this point really quick. Lots of nice little hiding spots in a lot of this vertical space. If you've ever played the game Time Splitters 2, I don't know if it had a PC port, but I do know that it had it was on PlayStation 2 and Xbox. Trespassers will be violated. The breaker box. It's kind of low for a breaker box, but spawn room, neat. I weirdly enough like that this spawn room has a lack of details. A lack of assets in it. We got the boards, door, we got these guys, barrels. Then let's see, in this space, as I was saying, if you've played Time Splitters 2, this reminds me of the map builder in Time Splitters 2, the shape of it, where it was kind of pre-built blocks that you could slap together and build your own multiplayer level, which was kind of a hot thing at the time for a lot of video games to do. It's pretty blank in here. I'm assuming they knew it was going to be a rather liminal space that you just kind of run through to get to another more interesting point. But it does have a lot of cool pathways. But yeah, in Time Splitters, this base room would be one level area, and then you could put this whole middle section on top of it, and then this up here, and then leading out there would be another section in Time Splitters. I used to love playing with tools like that when I was a kid, the creative tools they give you. We got these. Let's see if we can hop up here. We can. Ooh, and we can hide behind here. That's probably useful for spies when they're being pursued. Tree. Excellent tree. Zippy plow. I like that. It's really good. Warning, toxic chemicals. Okay. Better immediately walk into this room. Oh, more trees. I like That forest gives me vibes, but also kind of creeps me out a little bit. Another door 22. Danger, do not enter. Couldn't even enter if I wanted to. I like the details of the road tracks here. Really gives, it's small details like this, right, leading to the door that really build the world that you're in, as like a lived in and used place. Caution, radioactive material. Neat barrels and lantern. Keep this doorway clear. There's no doorway there. Unless this is the doorway, but there's no doors here. Oh, you can get up here. Okay. Another good hiding spot for spies, I guess. When you're being pursued or chased. Let's go down this way. Now we're getting into final point, which, if you saw the last episode, much like last episode, I'm going to have to wait for the map to end. I'll do kind of a cursory look over of last point while the cart pushes me. But I'll look more at this section as a red team. There's the same loading dock hours sign. Alright, I'm gonna have it push me through, just so we can get a bit of a look through. We'll be pushed through gate 1 and into the bomb point. Lots of fun here on this bridge, and this area here is an entrance to the building and exit, and so is over there. I really think that this is Borneo, right? Yeah, Borneo is probably one of my favorite maps in the game. It's just got such a good layout, so much fun usage of the environment as cover. We've got the neat steel beams. I love the architecture in here. And oh, alright, let's see. We've got a breaker that leads directly into a vent. That's really neat. I wonder what that does. Another meet the spy alarm. Does it say something on it? Fire bell. Private. I won't bother then. Oh. Data link terminals. That's really cool. More odor be gone in a book. Looks like electric meters, gauges, and breakers. Some biohazard. And so, yeah, crates and barrels here make a good cover from up here for poking out of. These two, like, metal support beams remind me of, like, a field goal when firing through here as Demo Man. Because if you aim, like, right here, the trajectory of the grenades will always go up and to the right. And so you can kind of get it right in the middle and sort of spam your grenade launcher over the crate here. We got these guys, these neat vents here that we see everywhere. Caution, do not enter. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'll try the other side. There we go, we're allowed to go here. Okay, and then we've got June. We've got some muscle mass powder, capture point signifier, a nice fire extinguisher. Oh, interesting. This place has both calendars in it, but blue never uses this calendar. So I'm assuming Spy must have stolen this one from the blue spawn point. Another cool map, which is just color shifted from the blue one. Ooh, Red Valley Mining. Let's see what's back here. Oh yeah, lots of cool details back there. Again, the same tire tracks. I guess if you're driving from outside to inside, you'd have muddy wheels. Muddy tires, as it were. That's one thing about Valve with their Source games. The areas you can't go to feel just as much as part of the area that you're in as the areas you are in the entire map. That feels like the only thing keeping me through is the fact that these windows don't break. But it would make just as much sense that this area is part of the building I'm in as any of this. That's a cool light system over there with the flare going. Neat little special lamp here. It's got like a glowing outside, which is a light source, but they still thought to put an incandescent bulb on the inside. We've got little T lights on the ceiling here that do these little boops. Which those seem to line a lot of it. Oh, got some spotlights. Lots of good lighting in red area for this point. It's private. It's like a telecommunication system. Let's see. We got the biohazard. Got that. We've got gate 2. Let's see, we got red, another GLaDOS camera, more data link servers over here. This is good coverage for blue infiltrating. Red, good peek out point, good place to hide as a spy. Ooh, this reminds me of Portal 2, you know, how they have so many rooms observing from above, the kind of liminal spaces that you travel through. Let's see, we've got barrel and more high explosives. I have to climb on everything. Some concrete blocks and more forest. Neat oil pump thing and this light. Let's see. We got red. The red logo here is kind of a cool travel arrow. Kind of reminds me of like Amazon, unfortunately. Fire extinguisher. And of course we got the cool air vents running through this whole system. This area is really cool. Yeah. Let's see, is there anything else we can see before the timer runs out? Looks like we've explored pretty much everything. Oh, I won. Let's see, real quick. I'm gonna let it load up and then let's go read that sign that I missed on blue. And then I'll probably call it good there. There is... I don't know. This series has been really awesome because despite the fact that I've played this game for so long, like off again, on again, right? Because I love TF2, but I play a lot of other video games as well. So I have like 600 hours on Medic, which isn't a whole lot for most people who main a class. But having played this since I was roughly 17, 18 years old, 17 and a half, I guess, because I'm 30 now, and I had to have been 17 if I've been doing it for 13 years. I'm not the kind of person who stops and looks at like the area I'm in. I see it all as kind of, I'm a sweat, you know what I mean? I play because I like winning. I think winning is fun and I like testing. I'm not really a rage sweat, you know, I don't get mad at people for having fun, but I'm someone who I have to try when I play a game like this. I feel really I don't know the word for it. I don't like the feeling of playing casual on a game that is multiplayer like this. That the fun comes from cooperating and competing for me. So it's really a whole new, fresh look at these maps, as if I hadn't seen it before, looking at it this way. Because it's all just kind of tactical usage to me when I see it. This is shaped for this. This is not a rock, you know? You know, it's for crouching down behind. It's for hiding. You know, I see it as pathways and obstacles, not really like a lore influenced world. And so, thank you so much for joining me on this journey, because it's been really nice kind of not being a sweat while I'm playing TF2 and getting to look around for once. And I don't know, I really appreciate what I've gotten to witness in this, even if it is noticing there's a lot of repeated assets, the way they use them. This skybox reminds me of home. I'm from Oregon, and this feels like, I don't know, November, October, kind of early December, maybe kind of March weather. Public notice: Jenkins Mine closed. For information, contact the West Coast Diggins Company Limited. No unauthorized personnel allowed beyond this point. Okay. Well, that's what that says. I'm glad we took the time to go check it out, and I got to chat with you a little bit. If you enjoyed this series, or if you enjoyed this episode, please feel or consider subscribing. I would say feel free to subscribe, but it's not that kind of situation. Please consider subscribing. And I'm going to continue making more of these, and I really hope that you are there to check them out with me and see what we see. I'm sure as we get into more community-made maps with like custom assets, we'll see a lot more different things, but I really want to get through the Valve maps. That being said, if you have like a favorite map and you want me to check it out first, I can totally take requests for maps. It's not a big deal if we go out of order, and I would really love to check out what it is that you find special about that map, as a way to like connect with you, and like we can share that together, that appreciation for something, because this is map design and asset design, all of this, the layout, it's an art form. You know, this is someone's art that we're looking at, and I want to appreciate it with as many people as I can, because that's my whole thing, is I really dig art. Just an appreciator, a master appreciator. Again, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.